Greetings! Welcome to Limitless Alchemy 808. I wanted to do a reading here for shadow work on this day of Yule, and whatever your beliefs are, whatever you cherish and hold dear to your heart, I fully support and love that. As long as it's, of course, beliefs in light and love, but even the most evil of us are light workers. Please keep that in mind. Okay, so we all can agree that at this time of year, the holidays are celebrations of light. Because we have darker days ahead, we remember that that is when light shines brightest. There cannot be light without dark, and there cannot be dark without light. And so I feel that a bit of shadow work at this time is a great way, especially with all the messages from source and the universe saying to rest, regenerate, recoup. Shadow work is the perfect time, or shadow work is one of the perfect things to do during that time when you're resting and recouping, you're reflecting. And so I have the Murder of Crows tarot deck here, which is one of my favorite decks for doing shadow work. And then I'm going to finalize the reading with a message of support from the Oracle of Roses. And I pray that you all are finding this video in a beautiful moment. So I'm going to shuffle the cards really quickly here. I would like to thank the universe, archangels, angels, ancestors, interdimensional beings of utter and complete love and light. Please oversee this act of divination and guide these cards for the highest of all praise, glory be to Madonna Shumshika, the greatest magician of us all. Amen. These cards are ready. Thank you, universe. I'm just gonna do a quick 3-card spread because I am about to head out to festivities at my dad's house. So the cards that are coming out here, we have the 2 of Swords in reverse, we have 6 of Cups, and we have the 5 of Swords in reverse. So there's a lot of thinking, a lot of illusions, a lot of things hidden, a lot of things being reflected back. But see, in this card, when you look at it, how do you feel? And with it being in reverse, the energy could be unlocked, not yet realized, or opposite, traditional meaning, but really tarot is about interpretation and feeling. Yes, we have the books and guides and everything with the consensus knowledge or common knowledge that we all share when reading, but really it's up to each of us, each of our discernment, what these cards are telling us. And they're only going to tell us what's already in our minds and hearts. It's only, the cards reflect back to us what we already know. And with the 2 swords in reverse, it's a crossroads. It's a which do I choose? Indecision. Which way do I go? Which path do I take? Which option do I select? Which person do I want to be with? Which way is the way, and in this position, it's just saying that there's a lot still in the shadow to be recognized, that there's parts still being denied, that there's parts still being hidden, whether you're hiding them from yourself or your higher self is hiding them. Not that you're hiding them from yourself, but you're not willing to acknowledge them, so that can be the denial as well. But it's giving a lot of just, indecision, and that's the whole point of doing shadow work, is to come to decisions, come to conclusions, come to acceptance, come to integration. And so the next card we have is the 6 of Cups. Now this card generally is about the past, relationships, old thought forms, beliefs, It is also about reconnections. And the way that the crow is looking in the mirror, if you can see, he's just looking a little bit incredulous. He's just looking a little bit skeptical, to me at least. How does he look to you? How does Crow appear to you? What is your feeling that the crow is feeling? But to me, in this position, it's just looking at it, he just looks a little skeptical about what he's seeing. And doing shadow work is going to help us to connect those dots in our past. Yes, the past is irrelevant. We only have now. All is now. Every moment is now. And we're present. But we know that nows have passed because those are memories. And it can be very easy to dwell on the past and sit in those memories and mull everything over and over and over again. How could I have done this differently? How could I have said this differently, if I would have said this or not said this, how would this have changed the outcome between myself and this situation or person or anything? And it's coming. It's, you know, sitting with self, reflecting is great, but also accepting that what's done is done, and you are your best self. You are your best self now. You can manifest to rewrite the past. Anything is possible. We are endless, we are limitless, we are everything, we are nothing. And so, doing this, you know, shadow work is not to bog you down. It's not to create blockages. In fact, we're clearing blockages by doing shadow work. And so it's it's okay to revisit the past because you don't want to repeat it in your future if it's something that didn't serve you, if it's something that didn't go the way that you wanted, didn't pan out the way that you thought. It's okay. That's why we have history books, which I really feel are extremely edited and exclusionary, but I know that things are changing, and our history books are going to be updated to be more accurate, to be more inclusive. And I'm just, you know, that just really lights me up for the future. So moving along here, I mean, revisit the past, but just don't dwell there. Moving on with the Five of Swords in reverse. So 5 is the number of change. When you see 555, you know changes are happening. That's the universe signaling that you are coming into new moments. And so the only constant is change. But the Five of Swords here, what is your feeling on this card? What do you see that the figure is seeing? So swords, yes, they're about thoughts, air, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. And just know that all zodiac is all of us. Every single thing. It's all an aspect of us. I love, though, how there are many correlations and synchronicities within zodiac of how each of us portrays our personalities and things like that. But for the most part, we're not bound by them. We're not tied to them. We create our realities. It's not destined by the stars. We are the stars. Another cool thing I learned about stars recently, I was sitting outside and at night, and Archangel Michael appeared in the sky to me and said that anytime you see a star that is shimmering iridescent, that's actually an angel. That it's not a star, and they move. I've seen Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raziel. I've also seen Archangel Metatron, and they literally move. So if you're looking long enough, you'll see it too. But going back to the card here, in terms of shadow work, so what I'm feeling here is that, again, it's just a lot of looking backward. The way the cards are positioned here, the figure in this card is looking back at the other cards. And so it's, again, revisiting the past, overthinking situations, conversations, and events that occurred. So this whole spread to me feels that the collective is very good at doing shadow work, that the collective understands that by integrating the shadow, we create a more whole and complete experience in this humanity, right? Us as spiritual beings coming into this humanity and transmuting everything to show ourselves what we can create within the physical confines of this experience. How we can transcend a lot of limitations. I want to see so many people manifesting for themselves that they're able to heal others by pulling lungs out of the air and placing them in another to get them rid of their asthma or COPD or any ailment, affliction that they're currently experiencing. Like, I've heard of a woman that was in Mexico, from Mark Houghton. If you search him on YouTube, I can't remember what video he mentioned her in, and I can't remember her name, but everyone would go to her because she would literally pull organs out of thin air and put them in people to replace what was afflicting them. That's Jesus level stuff. And literally a show walked the earth and showed us, necromancy, showed us multiplication. I'm just one of the greatest manifestors of us all. And a show had nothing and everything all at once. I'm going off on a tangent there, but I hope you get the idea of why I'm saying these things. But in the sake of time, and just to keep this a little bit shorter, I'm going to keep it going. So, when we accept the parts of ourselves that others have told us we're not good, we're not enough, we're not what was expected of us, then that's how our lights are going to shine even brighter. That is how we embody our lightness and project it out to others. So I'm going to close the reading here with an oracle card from the Oracle of Roses, and this is going to be energy that best supports the collective in transmuting their shadows. So I'd like one card, please, universe. Okay, thank you. That was fast. And so we have the Rescuer. So the Rescuer is the Miss Edith Cavil Rose. And really, each of us is the only one who can rescue ourselves. Each of us is the only one who can save ourselves. We cannot save others. We cannot rescue others in the sense of their spiritual growth, shadow healing. Physically we can rescue and save others. I mean, that's why we have first responders and everything, and many thanks and gratitude to those that dedicate their lives to rescuing and saving others. But this card is mainly talking about supporting the self, rescuing the self, because when we are whole and healing, we can help others better. We can work to save others in a sense of showing them the possibilities, showing them what they too are capable of, so long as they put the work in, but it's up to them. And that's something I've had to realize in a lot of my past relationships, platonic, romantic, familial, is that, I can only save myself. I can only rescue myself. But I'll go to the guidebook here just to impart the author's message. Often we begin with the best of intentions when diving in to provide our assistance in the form of a rescue, no matter how small it may be. But could a solution unfold naturally if just given the time? Focus on the lessons learned in previous challenges to help you find the solutions you are seeking today. The rescuer has a calling to service and is always selfless in their actions. They are brave, dependable, and most of all, honorable, and they are able to set aside any inflated sense of self-worth that those who do not understand the calling sadly suffer from. What are you two dependent on, and how can you forge independence? The meanings and uses of this card are self-help, solutions, dependability, honor, and healing. Deities are Soteria, Asclepius, and Idun. An astrological sign, Aries. So I pray that this shadow work reading brought you some beautiful insights and healing and directives on how to integrate your shadow and let your light shine bright. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Stay soft, stay sweet, stay pure. Happy holidays. I love you.